Our planet, this extraordinary blue marble suspended in the vastness of space, is a realm of breathtaking wonder. From the deepest oceans to the highest peaks, life has found a way to flourish in the most astonishing of circumstances. We are drawn to its beauty, its intricate ecosystems, and the sheer spectacle of its natural grandeur. Yet, this world, so full of life and inspiration, also harbors places of extreme and uncompromising danger. These are landscapes not meant for us, where the very elements conspire to create conditions hostile to human existence. In these remote and unforgiving corners of the globe, survival is measured not in days or hours, but in mere minutes. Here, the air itself can be toxic, the ground can burn, and the water can be as corrosive as acid. These are not places for the unprepared or the faint of heart. They are raw, untamed environments that push the boundaries of life to their absolute limit, serving as a stark and powerful reminder of nature's immense and often indifferent power. They challenge our understanding of what is possible on this earth. Join me as we embark on a journey to explore these remarkable, yet terrifying locations. We will venture from irradiated islands to frozen villages, from toxic lakes to serpent-infested shores. These are the top 10 most dangerous places on Earth, incredible landscapes that you won't believe truly exist. Let us look, with respect and caution, at the formidable forces that have shaped our world in such dramatic and deadly ways. Our journey begins in the seemingly tranquil waters of the Pacific, at Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. From above it appears as a paradise, a string of emerald islands encircling a turquoise lagoon, fringed with brilliant white sands. One might imagine it as the perfect idyllic escape. However, this serene beauty conceals a dark and invisible legacy, an unseen danger that permeates the very soil and sea. Between 1946 and 1958, this atoll was the stage for a series of devastating nuclear tests, a display of human power that scarred this landscape forever. The explosions were of a magnitude difficult to comprehend, vaporizing islands and contaminating this pristine environment with deadly radioactive fallout. Today, decades later, the radiation levels, particularly from cesium-137, remain dangerously high. While the flora and fauna have returned, showing a remarkable if unsettling resilience, the danger to humans is profound and persistent. To live here, to consume the coconuts or the fish from the lagoon, would be to invite the poison into your own body, a silent and lethal threat from a bygone era. We now travel to South America, to the Atacama Desert in Chile, a place often described as the driest, non-polar desert on Earth. Stretching for over 1,000 kilometers along the coast, this vast expanse of rock and sand receives, on average, less than a millimeter of rain per year. Some weather stations here have never recorded a single drop. The landscape is otherworldly, resembling the barren surface of Mars so closely that scientists use it to test rovers destined for the Red Planet. It is a world almost entirely devoid of moisture. This extreme aridity presents an overwhelming challenge to life. Without water, survival is an impossibility. The air is so dry it can cause severe dehydration in a matter of hours, and the unrelenting sun beats down with ferocious intensity. Yet even here, in this seemingly sterile environment, life clings on in microscopic forms, hidden within rocks, waiting for the rarest of mists. For any larger creature and certainly for humans, the Atacama is a formidable and lethal wilderness, a place where the absence of water is the ultimate arbiter of life and death. Our path now leads us to the haunting quiet of northern Ukraine, to the Chernobyl exclusion zone. On April 26, 1986, a catastrophic failure at the No. 4 reactor of the nuclear power plant unleashed a plume of radioactive material across Europe. It was a disaster of unprecedented scale, forcing the evacuation of over 100,000 people and rendering the city of Pripyat a ghost town, frozen in time. What remains is a landscape reclaimed by nature, but haunted by an invisible and enduring poison. The danger here is radiation, a silent killer that lingers in the soil, the water, and the very structures left behind. Certain areas like the infamous Red Forest remain so intensely contaminated that they are lethal even for short visits. While wildlife, from wolves to wild horses, has returned and thrived in the absence of humans, they too carry the radioactive legacy within them. Chernobyl stands as a chilling monument to human error, a stark reminder that some mistakes create wounds on the land that may not heal for thousands of years. From the lingering warmth of radioactive decay, we plunge into the opposite extreme, the profound, biting cold of Oyakon Russia. This remote Siberian village holds the title of the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Here, winter is not merely a season, it is a relentless, all-encompassing force of nature. Temperatures regularly plummet to minus 50 degrees Celsius, and the record low reached a staggering minus 71.2 degrees. In this cold, the world behaves differently. Survival in Oyakon is a constant battle against the elements. A moment of carelessness can lead to instant frostbite. Breath freezes into crystalline dust in the air, a phenomenon the locals call the whisper of the stars. Cars must be left running continuously, as to turn them off would be to risk the battery dying and the fuel freezing solid. Even the simple act of digging a grave can take days, as the ground must be thawed with hot coals. It is a testament to human endurance that a community can exist in a place where the cold itself is a palpable, life-threatening presence. We now journey into the heart of the Amazon basin, to Medidi National Park in Bolivia. On the surface, this is a paradise of biodiversity, one of the most ecologically rich places on the planet. Its lush, verdant canopy teems with life, from majestic jaguars to vibrant macaws. But beneath this stunning veneer of life lies a world of hidden dangers, a place where almost everything that grows, crawls, or flies can be potentially harmful, even deadly, to an unsuspecting visitor. The threats here are numerous and insidious. Plants that look innocuous can cause severe rashes, allergic reactions, or can be fatally poisonous if ingested. The forest floor and canopy are home to a dizzying array of venomous insects, spiders, and snakes, each perfectly adapted to its environment. Even a small cut or insect bite can become dangerously infected in the humid, bacteria-rich air. Medidi is a powerful illustration that in nature's most vibrant creations, the line between breathtaking beauty and mortal danger can be incredibly fine. Our travels now take us to East Africa, to the shores of a truly alien landscape, Lake Natron in Tanzania. This shallow salt lake has a mesmerizing, almost beautiful appearance, with its waters often tinged with a deep spectral red, a result of the salt-loving microorganisms that thrive within it. But this beauty is a deadly illusion. The lake is one of the most caustic bodies of water on Earth, a hyper-saline and alkaline soup that is utterly inhospitable to most forms of life. The water's pH level can reach over 10.5, nearly as alkaline as ammonia, and its temperatures can soar to 60 degrees Celsius. This combination is lethal. For animals not adapted to these extreme conditions, falling into the lake is a death sentence. The water can burn skin and eyes, and its unique chemical composition has a petrifying effect, calcifying the bodies of creatures that perish in its shallows, leaving behind eerie, statue-like remains. Lake Natron is a grim natural gallery of those that trespassed into its deadly embrace. We now ascend to the roof of the world, to the majestic and formidable Mount Everest, straddling the border of Nepal and China. For climbers, it represents the ultimate challenge, a pinnacle of human achievement. Its snow-draped slopes and jagged peaks are a sight of unparalleled grandeur and raw power. Yet this magnificent mountain is also one of the deadliest places one can attempt to conquer. The beauty of the summit is earned through immense suffering and extraordinary risk. The primary danger lies in the altitude. Above 8,000 meters, in the so-called death zone, the concentration of oxygen is so low that the human body begins to shut down. Climbers face debilitating altitude sickness, frostbite, and exhaustion, all while navigating treacherous icefalls, deep crevasses, and the constant, unpredictable threat of avalanches that can sweep away entire expeditions in an instant. The mountain is littered with the bodies of those who failed, a stark and frozen testament to the unforgiving nature of the world's highest peak. Our next destination takes us off the coast of Brazil, to a small, unassuming island known as Ilha Grande, or more ominously, Snake Island. This place is so dangerous that the Brazilian government has forbidden all but a select few researchers from ever setting foot on its shores. The reason for this quarantine is simple and, honestly, pretty terrifying. The island is home to one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes anywhere in the world. The dominant predator here is the golden lance-head viper, a species found nowhere else on Earth. Its venom is frighteningly potent, capable of melting human flesh and causing a swift, agonizing death. It's estimated that there is, on average, at least one of these deadly serpents for every single square meter of the island. They are everywhere, on the ground, in the low-hanging branches of trees, coiled amongst the rocks. To walk here would be to gamble with your life at every step, a true nightmarish landscape for even the bravest soul. We journey now to the Horn of Africa, to a place that truly resembles a vision of another world, or perhaps, a vision of hell. The Danakil Depression in Ethiopia is one of the lowest, driest, and hottest places on Earth. It is a land of active volcanoes, bubbling lava lakes, and vast salt flats that shimmer under a merciless sun. The landscape is a psychedelic tapestry of lurid yellows, oranges, and greens, colors created by sulfur and mineral deposits from geothermal springs. But this vibrant scenery is really just a facade for a profoundly lethal environment. The air is thick with toxic gases, primarily chlorine and sulfur, which can cause irreparable lung damage. The ground is pocked with pools of boiling acidic water, capable of dissolving organic matter in moments. Temperatures here regularly soar above 50 degrees Celsius, making it feel like a furnace. It is a geological wonderland, a place where the Earth's violent inner turmoil is laid bare on the surface, creating a landscape that is as beautiful as it is deadly. For our final destination, we travel to North America, to a place with a name that leaves no doubt as to its nature: Death Valley. Located in the Mojave Desert of California, this long narrow basin holds the record for the highest air temperature ever reliably recorded on Earth, a blistering 56.7 degrees Celsius, or 134 degrees Fahrenheit. In the summer, the heat is not just oppressive, it is a physical, dangerous force. The valley's unique geography, deep and flanked by high mountain ranges, traps the hot air, allowing it to be heated further by the sun-baked ground and rock. The result is an oven-like environment where survival without a constant supply of water is just impossible. The heat can lead to exhaustion, stroke, and death with alarming speed. Despite its name and the extreme conditions, it is a place of stark, minimalist beauty, with its sweeping sand dunes, sculpted canyons, and resilient desert life. It serves as a final, powerful reminder that even in the most extreme places, there is a unique and captivating story to be told. From the irradiated sands of the Pacific to the searing heat of the American desert, we have journeyed through the world's most formidable and dangerous landscapes. These places, in their own unique and often terrifying ways, showcase the raw, untamed power of our planet. They are environments where the forces of geology, climate, and even human history have conspired to create conditions at the very edge of existence. They remind us of our own fragility in the face of nature's immense scale and indifference. These are not destinations for the casual tourist. They are laboratories of extremity, teaching us about resilience, adaptation, and the profound limits of life. To look upon them, even from the safety of a screen, is to gain a deeper respect for the delicate balance that allows us to thrive elsewhere on this earth. They are the untamable wilds, the places that defy our attempts to conquer them, and in doing so, they command our awe and our utmost caution. They are a vital part of the rich, complex, and sometimes perilous tapestry of our world. The question that remains is one of spirit and courage. These places exist, challenging our perceptions of what is possible. Would you dare to visit any of these remarkable yet hazardous corners of our globe? Which of these landscapes fascinated or terrified you the most? We would be fascinated to read your thoughts and hear your perspectives in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this extraordinary journey.